Looking across 19 episodes and 10 centuries of religious extremism, certain patterns emerge with disturbing clarity. Religious extremism is not exceptional, it is recurrent. It appears in every tradition, in every century, whenever specific structural conditions are present: a community experiencing humiliation, an ideology that frames that humiliation as cosmic, a leadership that benefits from violence, and a social environment that rewards belonging to the militant group. These conditions are not unique to religion. Secular totalitarianisms produced comparable violence. But religion adds a specific intensifier: the promise of divine sanction for violence, and the promise of transcendence for those who sacrifice themselves. This intensifier makes religious extremism harder to address purely through rational persuasion. The roots of extremism run through theology, but they also run through psychology, sociology, economics, and politics. Addressing it requires working in all of these domains simultaneously. The 5 dynamics of religious extremism identified across these episodes are humiliation, cosmic reframing, selective reading, boundary hardening, and ritual violence. These dynamics operate at the individual level, driving individual radicalization, and at the collective level, shaping the political cultures that make extremism thinkable. They are mutually reinforcing. Humiliation without cosmic reframing produces depression, not extremism. Cosmic reframing without selective reading produces theology, not politics. Selective reading without boundary hardening produces debate, not violence. Boundary hardening without ritual violence produces discrimination, not terrorism. It is the combination, and the specific sequence, that produces the most dangerous outcomes. Effective prevention requires interrupting the sequence at the earliest possible point, ideally before humiliation has been cosmically reframed, certainly before boundary hardening has begun, and at all costs before ritual violence has been normalized. The comparative evidence from 19 episodes yields several clear and actionable conclusions. First, prevention is far more effective than treatment. Societies that invest in reducing humiliation, maintaining political voice, and protecting minority dignity produce less extremism than those that respond to extremism after the fact. Second, the most durable de-radicalization happens through relationships, not programs. The role of trusted community members, former extremists, and family networks in supporting exit is more important than any formal intervention. Third, institutional separation of religious and political authority reduces the risk of state-sponsored religious violence. This principle has been validated by comparative political science across dozens of cases. Fourth, platform design matters. Algorithmic amplification of outrage has measurably increased radicalization rates in multiple contexts, and regulation of platform design is both feasible and effective. Fifth, the theological resources for reform exist in every tradition. Supporting the scholars who make the argument for pluralism and non-violence is among the highest return investments available. The long road ahead is not a road that ends in the elimination of religious extremism. Human beings will always experience humiliation, will always seek cosmic meaning for their suffering, will always find communities that offer belonging at the price of exclusion. The goal is not to eliminate the conditions that produce extremism. Many of those conditions are permanent features of human society. The goal is to maintain the institutional, social, and political frameworks that prevent those conditions from metastasizing into organized violence. Those frameworks, constitutional rights, independent courts, free press, strong civil society, economic opportunity, political voice, are not given. They are built, maintained, and regularly threatened. The work of preventing religious extremism is the same work as the work of maintaining a decent society. It requires sustained, collective, unglamorous effort by millions of ordinary people who choose, again and again, to build rather than destroy. History gives us every reason for both sobriety and hope. Thank you for watching The Shadow of Extremism. Sources and references are on screen. Subscribe to follow the full series.